Today you go longboarding in the vibrant and fascinating city of Porto in Portugal. Your starting point is in the middle of the hustle and bustle of the city centre at the waterfront promenade Cais de Ribeira. Today's trip leads you along the Douro River that is crossed by 6 magnificent bridges. One of them, probably the most famous one, an icon of the city, is laying right behind you, called Louis I Bridge. There's a very lively atmosphere here and a lot going on. You literally don't know where to look first and start moving slowly, pushing with your right leg to get the chance to contemplate everything extensively. You're at the ideal spot to see the neatly stacked pastel-colored houses facing the water, and there are many restaurants with terraces from which you can enjoy views of the river and the bridge. It is for sure a treat for your eyes, but also for the ears. There are buskers playing music, and one of them singing Hallelujah is giving you goosebumps.
Hallelujah. They sing hallelujah. I can see though my eyes are all closed. Yeah, he gives me strength to carry on and always lets me know.
Still with goosebumps on your skin and visibly touched by this unique atmosphere, you leave behind the very middle of the city and start pushing a little faster. It's a lot quieter here, not in spectacle and nearly overloaded of impressions like before, but views continue to be stunning. There's the Douro River, which you will follow to the end where it flows into the Atlantic Ocean. This is the goal for today, going all the way to the beaches of Porto. You're so excited to get there, but now just fully enjoying this moment in views of the river and old town. The trek follows a long road leading out to city centre. You moved away from the tourist spots and now passing through the suburbs of Porto. This area is a lot less crowded, but the beauty of the houses here is no way inferior compared to the houses in the city centre. You deeply enjoy those impressions of the beaten path. Everything you've seen so far today would make such a pretty motive for a postcard, you think, and decide to write a postcard again. It's easy to send a photo, but the joy of someone receiving a postcard is something totally different. But let's do this at the beach later. Now your entire focus is required. The trek ends abruptly and you have to cross the road. Now you find yourself at a not ideal path for longboarding. Who had this absurd idea to start a longboarding trip in the old town of one of Europe's historical cities you love? You could have expected that the trek wouldn't be smooth, let alone designated for longboarding, you think, as you follow the rails of the tramway. That's not the safest way, but everybody seems to be doing it here, you notice, while making your way forward carefully, avoiding the biggest bumps by slightly moving to the right and left. You're relieved when you finally leave the tramway track and positively surprised when you find yourself on a path that is incredibly smooth, great for longboarding indeed. Now you can take up speed and make progress faster. You've visibly covered some distance so far. The river gets wider, and in the distance there might be the ocean already. The houses are more modern, which is a sign that they are built a lot later than the houses in the old town. And also the next bridge that crosses the Douro River is getting closer with every push. You picked up enough speed, so it would only require little kicks to maintain speed. However, when looking to the left, you spot a boat on the river that is getting closer. Let's see if I can beat the boat, you think. You mark the next bridge as the finish line and increase the stroke rate, trying to keep up with the boat. You gain even more speed, but soon you realize that there's no chance. There are also people on your way and you have to slow down a little. Never mind, that was a little too ambitious, you admit to yourself, seeing the boat reaching the bridge before you. As soon as you leave behind the bridge, the surroundings change once more. But you cannot really tell why. It all belongs to the city of Porto, but passing through here gives you the impression of being in another town. It's relatively relaxed here. You're very pleased about the even path that continues along the river, appreciating it even more as you see the tram track to your right. You keep looking around and then you understand why it feels so different here. It got greener and more natural. More trees are popping up and the river that is getting wider and wider is increasingly coming in your focus area. You clearly notice that you get closer to the beach. You can't believe the old town and the beach are so close and so well connected. The path on your first part of the trip set your standards very low, so you can't believe that the track that was pretty smooth already now gets even wider. That's so much fun longboarding here, you say to yourself. You want to make use of that, who knows what it will be like later on. So once more you step up the speed, moving your leg faster, and that way, plus with the support of the smooth path, you're moving forward effortlessly. By now you're going so fast that you don't even need to push anymore. You hold the speed and enjoy the pleasant breeze on your skin. You held the speed pretty long without pushing, but now need to get moving again and do not come to a stop. You decide to change leg and start pushing with your left leg. It is not as strong as the other one, but exactly for this reason it's important to exercise both sides equally. The river is slowly starting to merge into the ocean. Wow, what a gorgeous view, you say out loud. There's a big ship in the distance going down the river and a lot of small boats anchored here. That's because you're now entering one of the most sophisticated areas of Porto, called Dos de Douro. It's in a privileged situation, not far from the city and located only a stone's throw away from the sea and beaches. What is not that great in the moment is the path. It's super narrow, so you're alternating strong pushes and smaller ones when you're passing a tree. Soon the trees go over into palm trees and those beach vibes are starting to spread. Behind the trees in the distance you spot the lighthouse marking the transition from river to the ocean. And that means for you, you're nearly there. It's not very far anymore. That gives you an energy boost. And also the track is pretty smooth again, so once more you start pushing harder and faster. Getting closer to the ocean involves a slightly stronger breeze that unfortunately is blowing against you. But it's not too bad, and as the sun is shining down on you, the blowing wind feels rather refreshing than annoying. Also you notice that it gets busier here, more people, just like in a city center life is pulsating here. You turn to the right and are left speechless. You are at the beach, and what a gorgeous beach is that. You can't believe that this beach is so close to the city of Porto. You're fascinated by this wide view, the sandy beach, some cliffs, and the blue ocean as far as you can see. That exceeds your expectations, and you take a few moments to enjoy those views on a beach and ocean. And as you look forward again, the next highlight is awaiting you already. The pergola is one of the most romantic and definitely another of the iconic places in Porto. You take the opportunity, pick up your longboard and take a stroll under the pergola painted in gold and yellow. This is another of the magical places whose beauty totally enchants you. Back on the longboard you start pushing again, following the large sidewalk by the sea. What a good atmosphere here. There's some people relaxing in comfy chairs in a cafe at the beach, and you realize that you could stop here too. You made it to the beach, but you want to keep going. It's so fun going along the beach with those views. You decide to continue and set a new goal. The beach is called Matosinhos. It's the biggest beach of Porto and only 2 kilometers away. That's reasonable, you think, and with those views your tiring muscles do not affect your non-decreasing motivation. You're rewarded with a wide and smooth path that is inclining downhill. You don't even need to push. Shifting the weight from side to side is sufficient to keep rolling. That leaves you more time to admire the surroundings. There's still the ocean and beach to your left. In the far distance you can guess the harbor with a big cruise ship, and ahead of you is a castle giving a pretty picture. And then, getting closer to the castle, you spot a beach. This is your beach, your final destination. Let's go, time for the final sport. You are feeling a little exhausted by now, but you know you'll make it to the end. You take all your energy and focus on moving forward, following the sidewalk by the sea. Other people doing sports motivate you to not stop moving, and watching a bunch of people playing a game of basketball boosts your motivation. Watching them distracted you so well that you took the wrong way, cause the one you're now on leads to nowhere. Well, a few extra meters won't break me, you say to yourself, as you turn around to get back on the track. From now you can't get lost anymore, the beach is within your sight. What a trip, you reflect. You started in a city center and now you are nearly at the beach. One last time you increase your stroke rate and won't stop moving until you are right at the beach. The sun is burning, your legs are burning, but there's a big smile on your face as you get to the beach. And that's all that counts. You made it. I'm impressed. That's moments we move for.